Good day, dear friends. Greetings from South Korea. Today we have an Audi A640 TFSI with the license plate 2704 for review. Under the hood of this car, we have a 2-liter gasoline engine, and the car is also front-wheel drive. Before starting the review, let's check all our lights, the repeaters on the mirrors, the rear running lights, and the reflective sign. According to the nameplate, this car is a 2018 model, and the mileage of the car is exactly 191,000. So, friends, the car was pre-inspected. We have some remarks about the car. Secondary paintwork is visible. There is evidence of repair work. I'll definitely record and show all of this in the video. Let's start our review with an overview of the paintwork on the left side. On the left pillar, readings are 103, 115, 115, 102, 109, exactly 100, 110, 122, 118, 116, 38, 121, 121, 114, and 94. The rear door on the left has repair work, 335, 346, 394, 1100, 1612, 534, 441, 421, 391, 461, 1400, 1269, 433, 344, 365, 1510, 1000, missed, 490, well, 4. All over the door here, we've got repair work. Next, the driver's door. 313, 304. We've got repair work here too. 275, 262, 283, 290, 350, 377, 383, 356, 700, 348, 261, 327, 244, 212, and 284. We've got some repair work going on in this section, and minor repairs on the upper part too. Next, the front fender on the left side has readings of 138, 143, 130, 119, 126, 103, 121, 121, and 150. For the roof, the numbers are 115, 106, 122, 110, 120, and 108. Let's also check the openings. In the openings, we have 76 here. The threshold is 8177. Here, we've got 58. The center pillar is 79. The opening is 85. The threshold is 98. Right here, it's 67, 75. As for the structural elements, no tampering signs were found on the bolts. Rear door. And we didn't find any clear signs of tampering. Well, there are some small rust spots here. Studs. There are signs of use on the studs. You see, we have... Oh yes, the paint has come off the bottom of the studs. We don't have such obvious traces on the bolt itself. Studs are present. There are also small chips on the lower stud here. It's possible, yes, the door was removed and also, well, work was done. They removed it and did work here. So, on the hood, 134, 142, 142, 109, 117, 104, 138, 129, 114, 135, 129, 109, 127, 128, 127, 141, 128, 123, 145, and 129. The front wing on the right side, 126, 130, 148. Here we've got 129, 113, 116, 128, and 105. Front passenger door, 124, 109, 124, 124, 124, 134, 119, 121, 107, 119, 119. The back door on the right side is 110, 120, 98, 105, 121, 121, 118, 127, 116, 116. The rear wing on the right side, we have 175, 162, 187, 167, 220, 217, 239, 212, 232, 153, 172, 191, 160, 170, 226. Here we have secondary coloring. Next on the rack, 189. For the secondary paint, we've got 193, 170, 152, 152, 129. For the roof, it's 102, 96, 120, 111, 111, 107. Let's also check the door jambs on the right side. Here, for the door jambs, it's 82, 89 for the sill, and 86. The structural elements also show no signs of tampering, but you can see there are signs of rust. So on the left side, it's not for sure that the door was taken off. The work might have been done in place since there aren't obvious signs on the bolts. Yes, I still believe the door wasn't removed. It seems that the rear work on the left side of the car was done in place. For the central pillar, it's 79, 111. Here we got 62, 85 for the rocker panel, and here we've got 79. For the structural elements, we also found no signs of tampering. Our fender on the right side wasn't removed either. Now let's move on to the trunk lid. 125, 115, 121, 121, 129, 120, 113, 75, 127, 123, 118, and 111. So friends, we've checked out the paintwork on our car. As you can see, there are repainted sections on the right side. Our rear fender is one of those repainted areas. There's also repair work being done on the doors, particularly the driver's door. About the repair jobs, here's what I want to say. The work has been done to an average standard, let's put it that way. On the rear door, you can clearly see a color difference, especially on the left side. As for the other parts, there's a slight color variation, but it's hardly noticeable. On the rear door, yes, there's a significant color mismatch. I think you can see it on the camera too. There's a small amount of paint debris left, and they also didn't match the orange peel texture. So let's move on to the next video where we'll be checking the car for any signs of wear and tear. Alright folks, let's move on to the car inspection for any signs of use. Let's begin with the left side. No issues here with the left pillar. The pillar is completely clean. Our fin is perfectly intact on the roof, and no issues with the roof itself. Our sunroof is also in perfect condition. The left rear fender shows no dents or deformations. No issues with the fender here. Everything's great. The wheel arch is intact. There are minor scuffs on the rim, but no deformation of the brake rotor. We've got Hankook tires with 50% tread remaining. The tire tread is 245/45 on 18-inch wheels. The left rear door, the handle isn't loose. There are no dents or deformations on its surface. No major complaints about the door itself. No dents, chips, or scratches are present. No complaints about the lower plastic either. The driver's door is also without issues. The handle isn't loose. We've got keyless access, and there are some micro scratches. There's a small chip here. There are micro scratches, but overall they're not a big deal. We can polish all of this out. The front wing on the left side also has no dents or deformations along the surface. The wheel arch is intact, just some minor scuffs on the rim. The brake disc is not deformed. Hankook tires have about the same wear as the back ones, 50 to 60%, 245/45 on an 18-inch wheel. All the windows are completely intact with their original markings. No issues with the chrome trim either. The side mirror is there. There are no problems with the plastic or the turn signal repeaters. Alright, the rear window on the left side also has no issues. There is some minor sandblasting, but it's really not a big deal, barely noticeable. And on the right side, the windshield. There's a chip here. Oh yeah, this chip is the largest one. No other issues. The original markings are also present. For the hood, all the gaps line up, and the stiffening ribs are all there. No complaints about the hood either. No chips or dents, just some tiny microchips here, as you can see. Here's a microchip. We've got a few more like these. Here's another microchip. Overall, no serious issues. Our headlights have no fogging or condensation on either side. They're completely intact. No complaints about the bumper here. The plastic is all intact. On the lower part of the bumper, you can see signs of use. There's also a scuff on the lower lip here, and everything here is great. In this area too, there are minor signs of use. So no complaints about the radiator grille. It's completely intact in chrome. Here on the oil pan, there's a small spot, but we'll definitely check it from above. No obvious oil traces or leaks were found. On the front fender on the right side, no dents or deformations on the surface either. The wheel arch is intact, and there are scuffs on the rim as well. The brake disc shows no deformation. We've got Hankook tires here, just like on the left side. The remaining tread is about 50 to 60%, and the markings are the same as on the left side. The front passenger door on the right side has no issues with its surface. Everything is excellent. There are some small chips on the handle. Everything is wonderful here. Let's also take a look at the rear door surface. There are no serious complaints either. The handle isn't loose. There's also a chip like this here. Overall, nothing is critical. Next, the rear wing on the right side also has dents on its surface, but no complaints about the wing itself. There are just small scuffs and a slight chip. Otherwise, it's completely intact. There are also scuffs on the rim along the circumference. The brake disc shows no deformation. All 4 tires are identical Hankook with about 50 to 60% tread left marked 245/40R18. All the windows are completely intact and have their original markings. The rearview mirror. No complaints about the plastic and the turn signal repeaters. The pillar is entirely intact. No issues here either, and no issues with the roof either. The lights show no signs of fogging or clouding. No complaints about the bumper either. The bumper is completely intact. The lower part of the plastic underneath is flawless. Let's take a look. All our fasteners are in place and no oil leaks were found in the rear part. The central part of the trunk lid is also flawless. Everything is fine here without any remarks. Everything is excellent on top of the hood. No obvious signs of usage. No remarks on the rear windshield either. The original marking is of course present. So friends, we've checked our car for signs of use. This car shows minimal signs of use as we could see. There are no serious remarks. Well, in the next video, let's move on to an overview of the car, its loading area, and the engine compartment.
Alright, let's start with a look at the loading area. Here's how the hood pops up from the inside. There are no oil stains here, sorry, no signs of wear, just some minor dirt. Overall, everything seems fine. Our triangular reflector is in place and none of the buttons are worn or pressed in. The loading area itself is quite neat. I have no complaints about it. The material is also nice and clean. We have a spare panel, but it hasn't been used. Everything here is clean and tidy, but there are a few tiny comments about the plastic. So let's check out the power elements. Now let's open the casing. Yes, I paused it. It needed 2 hands. Here too, as you can see, we found no signs of wear or dismantling, and the closing drive is working. Next, we'll move on to check the loading zone. The engine compartment. I apologize. Under the hood, we've got some dirt like this. No complaints about the upper part here. There's also a little dirt on the left side. Our main bolts show no signs of being turned. Our badge isn't burned out. Here we have a 2-liter gasoline engine. Alright, about the bolts. Our left fender shows signs of this kind of dismantling. You see, it's visible around the edge here. Well, right here you see the bolt was turned. Here's the bolt head. Here too, likewise, it was turned. Let's remove the cap. Yes, here you can also see the fender was turned. Our front fender needs replacing. The frame rail is clearly visible, absolutely intact. On the inside here, we also have no complaints. Our headlights have no signs of fogging, clouding, or dismantling. The central part was also not tampered with. The headlights on the right side also show no signs of dismantling. Here are ours. Okay, let's carefully remove the caps. Here, the bolts were not turned. No signs of tampering on the right side of the car. The right fender is untouched. Next, our frame rail is partially visible on the right side, and it's in perfect condition. As far as I can see, there are no oil leaks and no issues with oil leakage. The fan blades are all intact and everything is dry and neat here. Alright, let's start the engine and listen to how it runs. The engine is running perfectly. No complaints about the engine here, and the rollers aren't squeaking, and our fan has started spinning. Our air conditioning system is running perfectly. So friends, we've checked out our engine bay. We have a part replaced on the front left side, the fender. But overall, no other major issues were found. In the next video, we'll move on to reviewing the car's interior.
Let's start going over the car's interior. We'll begin with the front right passenger door. There's nothing wrong with the door panel here. The plastic and leather are all in great shape. Our power windows are functioning perfectly. Hold on a sec. The front windows are double glazed. The handle isn't loose. Here's the door lock. There are no issues with the chrome trim. On the front passenger seat, there are some signs of wear, like scratches. The seat back is clean, no issues with the leather, and right here there's a bit of an indentation. Let's check the seat adjusters. Our adjusters are working just fine. Forward, backward, everything's fully operational. Over here on the chrome, there are also some minor signs of wear. There's nothing wrong with the glove compartment lid. Inside is spotless. The lighting is working. The central area chrome is also in great condition, and the dashboard area is flawless. Our air vent is completely intact. The rear right door panel, no complaints here. There are minor signs of wear on the chrome. Overall, no further issues with the handle, the plastic, or the speaker grille. Our power windows on the right side work fine. The rear glass is a single piece, and the handle is completely intact. No issues with the leather on the driver's backrest and the front passenger seat, just small scuffs on the plastic. The central part of the deflector is intact, the phone area. We've got two 12-volt sockets for the cigarette lighter here. There are indentations in the back seat as well. No complaints about the back seat. The leather is in quite good condition. No complaints here as well. There's a small scratch and some minor leather deformation here. Overall, nothing too serious. The upper handle is in place and the ceiling lights work fine. On the left side, the handle is in place and no complaints about the ceiling. There are some light smudges on the ceiling, but they're not a big deal. The door panel on the left side. Let's take a look here, no issues with it. There are some minor smudges here, but overall, not critical. The plastic and leather are all in great condition. And here on the handle, there's a bit of a deformation. The handle is intact, not wobbly. So, the backrest of the front driver's seat, there are no issues with it. And here, our leather, as I've already shown, is completely intact. There are some small scratches here, right? Overall, there are no serious issues. And the door panel on the driver's side. Here too, no serious issues with it. Minor scratches on the chrome and a tiny scratch on the handle itself. No issues with the plastic or leather. Let's check the automatic trunk mechanism for opening and closing. It's working perfectly. Next up, for the door assists, everything's good. Door lock and seat memory for 2 people. The power mirrors for closing and opening are fully operational. All the door systems, including the power windows and central locking, are fully functional. All 4 power windows have automatic closers, and there's a master lock for all doors and windows. The front windows are double glazed, while the rear ones are single glazed. The driver's seat leather doesn't show any obvious signs of use, like scratches. There are just some minor scuffs here. Overall, our car is in pretty good condition for its age. The power mechanisms are working properly, and the tilt adjustments are functioning well. No issues with the tilt adjustments here. All the plastic components here are in excellent shape. The pedals show no signs of warping. So friends, we've taken a look at our car. In the next video, let's move inside the car to the driver's side and check out all the assistance systems and of course the technical parts.
start on the left side. On the left, our deflector is completely intact, no complaints about the plastic. Here we have our light controls. Our lights work perfectly. Here are the controls for our dashboard lights, and our head-up display adjustment works just fine. We do have a head-up display, of course. And as we can see, the adjustment is working perfectly. For the steering wheel, we have a cover on it. There are no significant wear signs on the cover, the wheel, or the leather. Well, the cover is already tearing a bit, yes. I'm pulling it slightly to see if it's tearing. As far as I can see, there are no obvious signs. The central part is flawless. The glossy finish here is spotless. On the multi-function steering wheel on the right, we have controls for the dashboard, multimedia, and also the heated steering wheel. Let's turn it on and check how it works. All right, on the left, we've got the controls for our dashboard and, well, yeah, the dashboard itself. The dashboard is analog with a digital center section. There are no extra indicator lights on. We ran diagnostics and found no errors. So, the steering wheel adjustment is mechanical. It's got cruise control, and our turn signals are working perfectly. As for the dashboard area, no complaints here. The windshield is perfectly visible from the inside, also without any serious issues. This is the only chip. Yep, I showed it here from the outside. We've got a dash cam securely in place, and the rear view mirror has an anti-glare film on top. There's rear lighting here, it works properly, and both Oxia and personal lighting are fully functional, as is the door opening light. So, the sunroof mechanism, as we can see, is also fully functional. Closing works and the sunshade here is manually operated. We can see there's some dirt on the sunshade. The handle on the right side of the ceiling is in place. The mirror is intact and the vanity light works. On the driver's side, the mirror is fine, but the vanity light isn't working. There's also some dirt of this kind here. Next, let's move down to the multimedia system. This is how our multimedia system is set up. And our drive operates properly. Our multimedia controls are button operated right here. There are no complaints about the buttons here. All our buttons are fully functional, as you can see. We have sound, and the volume knob isn't worn out. Everything is fully controllable from the multifunction steering wheel. Next, we also have touch buttons here. Let's check. You see they all work properly here too. The start-stop button isn't worn out, and there are no complaints about the glossy finish. The electronic parking brake, the auto hold button, and the gear selector. There are some small scratches, but overall, nothing critical. We'll check how everything's working a little later. Next up, check out the chrome here. You can see some indentations on the left side. Everything's perfect on the right side, no issues at all. Here's the ashtray and a 12-volt lighter socket. This is where our climate control is. Our climate system functions properly, the air's blowing, and everything's great. We, of course, have 3-stage seat heaters. There are no complaints here for both the driver and the passenger. Front airflows, rear heating. All our buttons here are working. Starting and stopping our engine, activating the parking sensors, the rear camera, and controlling stabilization. The buttons here are also working just fine. Our air vents are intact too. Our hazard lights are working completely. Let's head down lower. The leather here is in excellent condition. Our armrest is clean. Inside, things are pretty neat too. We have a 12-volt lighter socket and 2 USB ports here. Alright friends, we have 2 keys in this set. One works, the other doesn't. Well, probably the battery's dead. We'll need to check with the dealer. Let's slowly move to the technical part. Let's switch through our gearbox. Reverse mode, drive mode. When shifting, there are no strange jolts or kicks felt inside the car. The gearbox is working perfectly. No issues with the steering wheel either. Everything here is just fine. And let's give it a little rev. Listen to how our engine runs. Our engine runs great. There are no odd noises or knocks coming from it. The tachometer needle moves smoothly, maintaining optimal revs around 700 to 800 at idle. For the heated steering wheel, the button is pressed here. When you press the button, it should show that the heated wheel is on. It's not showing up for us. There's a chance that our heated steering wheel isn't working since I'm pressing it. The wheel hasn't even warmed up a bit, so yes, most likely our heated steering wheel probably has some issues.
That is, it's most likely not working for us because something should be displayed. Okay, friends, I've completely shown you the car from the inside to the outside. Let's just take it for a short drive now. The car rides great. The transmission goes into ready mode instantly. No complaints about the steering wheel. And no remarks on the chassis either. Our camera works perfectly. Everything's great here. Friends, I've shown you everything completely. We've got a comment about the body. No serious complaints about the interior. Small scratches on the leather here generally aren't a big deal. And most importantly, on the technical side, the car is fully functional. Friends, that's all for me. Thank you all very much for your attention. Good luck, everyone, and goodbye.